Pivotal and Chio's method. We are going to discuss and give example about pivotal element method and Chio's method. Objectives. After the video, you should be able to determine what is pivotal and Chio's method. Increase analytical skills in solving the determinant. To know the other techniques through the use of pivotal and Chio's method. Purpose. For a student to easily understand the concept of pivot and Chio's method. To provide students a free learning academic videos. To fully understand how to solve the determinants. Pivotal element method. Pivoting might be thought of as swapping or sorting rows or columns in a matrix, and thus it can be represented as multiplication by permutation matrices. The pivot element is quicksort is the element that is selected as the boundary for partitioning. Quicksort sorts all elements, left and right, of the pivot element recursively. The pivot or pivot element is the element of a matrix which is selected first by an algorithm to do certain calculation with the matrix. These matrix algorithms require an entry distinct from zero in pivot position or to work properly at all. Finding this element is called pivoting. Pivoting interchanges the rows or columns of a matrix to allow the algorithms to be performed successfully or to reduce round-off error. Pivoting might be thought of as swapping or sorting the columns in a matrix. However, algorithms rarely move the matrix elements because this would cost too much time. Instead, they just keep track of the permutations. The pivot element in quicksort is the element that is selected as the boundary for partitioning. These additional operations are sometimes necessary for the algorithm to work at all. Other times, these additional operations are worth it because they add numerical stability to the final result.
How to solve pivotal method using 3x3 matrix. So you need to write the given problem. For the step 1, we write the given problem. After that, circle the pivot. And then, cross out the rows and columns which are 2 rows and 2 columns. Next, the step 2. Subtract each remaining entry from the product of the elements that intersects. And then the step 3. Solve for the upward and downward diagonal. The final answer is 117. Now we have the 4x4 matrices. For the first step, you need to write the given problem. After that, solve the problem using cross multiply. And then, after you get the answer, you should pattern it. Next, use the cross multiply and solve it. And lastly, you should multiply and subtract it to see the answer. And the final answer is 1.
Chio's method. We will present a new method to calculate n times n, open parenthesis n is greater than or equal to 3, order determinants. This method is based on Dodgson-Chio's condensation method, but the priority of this method compared with Dodgson, Chio's and Minor's method as well is that those method decreases the order of determinants for 1, and this new method automatically affects in reducing the order of determinants in second order. Chio is a method for evaluating an n times n determinant in terms of n minus 1 times n minus 1 determinants. It also leads to some remarkable determinant identities. Chio's method is a special case of Sylvester determinant identity.
Here's the solving for Chio's method. First, you need to transfer the numbers for the first row to the second row. After that, Use cross-multiply in solving the numbers and subtract it. And the final answer is 1. 4 by 4 matrices. Write the given problem. Then rewrite the given problem and circle the pivot, then cross out the 4 rows and 3 columns. Next, write the remaining entry. After that, subtract each remaining entry. Then solve for the upward and downward diagonal. We're going to pattern it out, solving using upward and downward diagonal. Lastly, the final answer is 120.
And that's all. Thank you for watching.